everyone. For the region bounded by the graphs of y equals 1 plus sine of x divided by 2, y equals 0, x equals 2 pi, and x equals 0, we're going to find the volume of the solid generated by revolving the region about the x-axis. We're going to use this formula here, volume of solid revolution about the x-axis. We have our y here, and we're just going to have to square it. And let's do a little graph here. Let's see if I can do it in here. So we're going from x equals 0. So there's that line. And x equals pi divided by, or 2 pi. Now this graph here, we have y equals 0, so that is this line here. Okay, so this is your y, this is your x axis here. All right, so we're shifting up our sine. We know the sine function. We're shifting it up by 1. So at pi, if you substitute pi in here, you'll get sine of pi divided by 2. So that's going to go up to 2. And then when x is 0, sine of 0 is 0, so that goes to 1. At 2 pi, we're going to go to 1 as well. So this is 1, this is 2, and then it's going to go up like this. So the shaded region we want is going to be this shaded region right in here. All right, so basically you set it up for the volume using our formula. So that's going to be pi. It's given that it's from 0 to 2 pi. Then you take your y, which is 1 plus sine of x divided by 2, and square it, and dx. All right, and then let's expand this part. So this is going to equal pi times the integral from 0 to 2 pi. This is going to be 1 plus 2 sine of x divided by 2 plus sine squared of x divided by 2 dx. And I just use this formula and then expand it. Now, as usual with integrations, we're going to rewrite this based off a trig identity that makes integration easier. So basically, I'm going to use this formula here. These are very good trig identities for integration. So I'm going to rewrite this as pi times the integral from 0 to 2 pi. Then we still have the 1 plus 2 sine of x divided by 2. And now that third term we had, we're going to write this was sine squared of x divided by 2 that we're looking at now. So that's going to be 1 minus, and since we have x divided by 2 and not here, so we're going to write this as, let me write cosine first, cosine of 2 times x divided by 2. All right, because that gives you your x here. And then we're going to divide this by 2. All right, and then this is dx. All right, so now we can go ahead and integrate this. This is going to equal pi. And for this one, we get x. The antiderivative of 2 sine of x divided by 2 is going to be negative. And we still have the 2, so it's times 2, because this is 1/2 here. Cosine of x divided by 2. And this one right here is going to be plus 1/2. I'm just pulling out the 1/2. And then we have x minus sine of x. And this is going to be from 0 to 2 pi. Now, if I simplify this further, let's see. Let's just go ahead and not waste another line and just put a 4 here, because that was 2 times 2. All right, Now let's go ahead and substitute in our 2 pi. So that's going to give us pi times, let's use braces here, 2 pi minus 4, and this is going to be cosine of pi, plus 1/2 times 2 pi minus sine of 2 pi. And then we have minus 0 minus 4 cosine of 0 plus 1/2 0 minus sine of 0. Now before we move on, let's see what we have. We have 2 pi here. This is going to be negative 1. This is going to end up being 0. This is going to be 1. And all of this is going to go away because that's 0. So let's simplify this further. This is going to give me pi times 2 pi plus 4 plus pi plus 4. And this equals pi, and this is going to be 3 pi plus 8. And if you want to distribute this, you'd get 3 pi squared plus 8 pi. I like this form better here, though. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.